Hello, my friends. How's everyone today? Excuse me. It is Sunday, right? And it's also the 22nd. We are 3 days away from Christmas. For those that celebrate, we are 1 day off of the solstice, which is a um, celebration of sorts for me. I wrote about that the past few days. And we are 1 day from Festivus, where we will have feats of strength and air our grievances. Our friend All Things Country, ATC, Brad. Hey, Jace. Will be here to air his list of grievances, which is detailed and in depth. Thus, we celebrate Festivus tomorrow. Today, we're just going to celebrate today, Sunday, the 22nd. I'm bringing up my online edition of A Course in Miracles, and we are going to read give me a second. I can't find the exact thing. Just says, is the beard causing that cough? You never had that before? It could be. I could be inhaling beard dust. Cough is getting better, but the dry air, the cold air, wintertime in the morning and in the evening makes it worse. But as the day progresses, it seems to get better. And each morning is a little bit better than before, fortunately. It doesn't bother me working out at all, which is good. It's getting better. So, give me 1 second, guys. I can't find the one section that I wanted to read from the course. But I'm going to read the introduction because I love the introduction. I often think that if we got no farther from the introduction, that would be enough. That's the entirety. It is said that the only words in the entirety of the Bible actually spoken, in the New Testament, actually spoken by Jesus, Sermon of the Mount. And if every word in the New Testament was somehow lost through history, through the course of time, but the only thing that remained was the Beatitudes, the Sermon of the Mount, that alone would be the basis for the entirety of Christianity to be based upon. It's the same with the introduction to A Course in Miracles. One of the things to always keep in mind, words are not the thing. Words are not the actuality. The menu is not the meal. The map is not the territory. So you don't need A Course in Miracles. You don't need Taoism or the Tao Te Ching. Hey, Stuart, you don't need the New Testament. You don't need the actual words of Jesus. You need the living presence of Christ within your heart, and that's enough. You need to express the Tao in your everyday being, and that's enough. You need Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, Krishna consciousness. You don't need the words. You need the love that was given with those words. the actuality, the experience. Jay says all guidance is only a means of discovering direction. Absolutely. And you're a great example of that, Jace. A great example of that. So whenever I read anything, whenever I talk about the Tao Te Ching, the Bhagavad Gita, A Course in Miracles, they're just words. They're not the actuality of the thing. The actuality of A Course in Miracles is found through forgiveness. The actuality of the Tao Te Ching is found... Oh, I'm sorry, Tegan. Tegan says her cat passed away. Prayers to you, my friend. I know how difficult that is. Pure Blood says, good morning from Virginia. Welcome, my friend. We are not far away. I'm in the state of Maryland. Depending on where you are in Virginia. Jay sends love. Let's see. Stuart says, Course Miracles, what food is that menu from? That is from the actuality of tasting the miracle itself. Jace is waving up. Pure Blood. So with all that being said, let me read the introduction. Martin, I'm not familiar where Martinsville is, but I think that's towards the south. Is that towards the mountains? Man, I love Virginia. Virginia offers everything. Virginia and Maryland are similar in that. Oreo, country has been healing since Trump's been elected. If you say so. As long as you're healed, that's what matters. So, here's the introduction. This is A Course in Miracles. It is a required course. Only the time you take it is voluntary. Free will does not mean that you can establish the curriculum. It means only that you can elect what you take at any given time. The course does not aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that is beyond what can be taught. It does aim, however, at removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence, which is your natural inheritance. The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. The course can therefore be summed up simply in this way. Nothing real can be threatened, nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. So, this is sort of what Jace was saying. Course in Miracles, the New Testament, the Bible, the Tao Te Ching, the Bhagavad Gita, it doesn't aim at teaching the meaning of love, for that's beyond what can be taught. It can only be lived. It can only be expressed. But every true teaching, the aim is removing the blocks to awareness of love's presence. So the words of Jesus isn't to teach you the meaning of love. It's to remove the blocks to awareness of that love. The words of Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita aren't to teach you the way of love, but to help you remove the obstacles. If you are not perceiving love in every moment, it's because there are blocks to the awareness of love's presence. It's the entirety of this channel. I believe, and I hope I'm not misspeaking, I believe that the entirety of Jace's message is in removing the blocks that stand in the way of love's awareness. Hey, Pokemon. Hey, Balk, how are you, my friend? Hello, Yogi, and all in the chat. Hope all is well. So Martinsville has a NASCAR race twice a year. Awesome. Pure Blood says, the most love I've ever felt is in the Holy Spirit of God. It's so much love, it's overwhelming, but it is so awesome. Absolutely, absolutely. And remember, the Holy Spirit is that spark of God that is within each and every one of us. Can you relate to the Holy Spirit within other people? and not the personality. That's how forgiveness happens. We don't forgive the personality of other people. We recognize the Holy Spirit, that spark of God that resides within each of us. So it says, is A Course in Miracles a starter, a main course, or dessert? It's the entirety of the meal. Pokemon says, Jason, good to see you, my friend. Balk says, Stuart the Fish Whisperer, hello, my brother. Pureblood says, drugs will definitely block your ability to feel God's love. At least that's for me. I would agree. I would say alcohol as well. As well as grievances, resentments, and judgments. Jay says, only when you find the true love within can you express that outwards and be a better person. 100. Hey, Goka. Marie, how are you? You are here early? Sue says, I asked Balk that question. He said the same thing, but any order. Hey, Village Food. Village Food says hello. Pure Blood says any sort of self-centeredness. Especially if we would consider that self in lowercase s, the self, the personality, versus the self with an uppercase s, the selfless self, the self that resides within all of us. It's the first thing I wrote in my own little book, if I can find it. I might not be able to find it, guys. I tried to keep it, yeah, there it is. I try to keep it at hand. I haven't read from this in a little while. This is the first 2 stanzas from my book. Does God have a hero? Shameless plug, available on Amazon. When you close your eyes and see God within, you are God's hero. Sorry. When you close your eyes and see God within, you are God's hero. When you open your eyes and see God in everyone, you are truly God's hero. That's the essence of the yogic salutation namaste. The divinity within me, the light within me, recognizes and salutes the divinity, the light within you. Excuse me, guys. Pokemon says, I have a Rastafarian friend who only smokes cannabis when he meditates and prays. It is part of his religious culture. I have heard that. I also heard recently from a Rastafarian that originally that was not part of the Rastafarian rituals. It was added in. I think I got to be careful. Got to be careful what we say, as it can be blocked. Probably already talked too much, so might need to steer the topic over somewhere else. Jay says, that's what I wrote, but without any religious connection. Agreed. So I hope when I mention God that no one takes it with a religious connection. Course in Miracles says that words are but symbols of symbols twice removed. The Tao Te Ching begins with, the Tao that can be told is not the true Tao. Ironic for the following 81 chapters that follow. In Zen, they say, don't confuse the finger pointing at the moon for the moon itself. Goka says, well, in bulk oil and 151 smoke, fire creates like a food processor for 400 or 1,005. I don't know what that means, Goka. Stuart says, well, I didn't know you were dealing with oil. So thank you for coming in, Village Food. Let's see. Blah says, nice guy at first glance. Well, I hope it stays that way. Goka says, I don't understand you. Sorry. That's okay. Pure says, is it okay to chat about Jesus Christ here? It is. Absolutely it is. I've talked about my own ongoing and developing relationship with Jesus, that I was raised Catholic. I went to a Catholic school for my formative years. I was kicked out of one of the finest Catholic high schools in the country. After my first year, I was asked to leave. I largely left the Christian faith behind me. I embraced the path of yoga. I explored Buddhism. I explored shamanism. But over the years, and especially in my study of A Course in Miracles, my heart has slowly opened to the presence of Jesus again. Not as a, not in the same connotation that I had before, but in a, as a wise and loving guide, a presence within my heart that opens me to that all-encompassing love that he offered. But it's the same way that Krishna has as well, through my attempt to live the concepts of Bhagavad Gita. Bulk says, Will, did you not ask? I have a very nice Santorini lemon and musk oil, if you like. Let's see. Joe Dirt says, welcome, my friend. I'm back. Welcome back. It's been a little bit. Joe Dirt, I saw you on another channel, I believe, but I don't remember what channel it was. Regardless, I appreciate you being here. Sue says that's Bulk's oil he's supplying. Oil for what? So yeah, pure blood. Anytime you want to talk about your own relationship with Jesus. Goka, I have no idea what you're saying. I think I saw you in another. I thought I saw you in another channel. You seen me on another channel, or at least someone with a similar name. I also, and I didn't know this. There was a Joe Dirt too. There was a sequel to the movie Joe Dirt. Goka says, you make me so sad. Actually, it's an interesting topic. None of us can make anyone anything whatsoever. If you have sadness within you, it may seem like it's coming from another source, but it always comes from you, which is key. Because that also means that you contain the essence of happiness, of pure joy within you as well. So, man, how sad it would be if people could make you something. If someone could make you sad. If you are always living your life on the whim of what other people presented. But you don't have to do that. So I'm not sure what you're saying either, Stuart. I've completely lost track of the entirety of the conversation, which is par for the course. Doesn't normally happen in the 5 a.m. though. 5 a.m. we're usually pretty on track. Gurka says, weird. Well, thank you, my friend. You're absolutely correct. The weirder, the better. Jay says, it would be even better if most understood and could reflect by themselves. It would, but you know what? I don't believe life in general, modern life in general, pushes us in that direction. You don't have to say thank you. No one's asking you to do anything, Goka. It would be interesting, Jace, maybe coming on the live stream sometime and talking about how you arrived at that realization to yourself. Because I don't think life is conductive, modern life, to opening us up. Some of us are blessed with it. Sometimes we recognize that own unsettledness in our life, and we know that there's a different way. See you, Goka. And then sometimes we never get there. I think we should all be blessed with that realization, however it might come. Sometimes it comes through hardship. Sometimes it comes from disenfranchised of modern life. We just don't fit in. That was my case. As our friend Goka kindly pointed out, weird. I was always weird. I never fit in. That turned out to be such a huge blessing. Because by not fitting in, I found out I wasn't supposed to fit in. I was supposed to be my natural, authentic self, which is unconditional love. And my entirety of my life has been removing the obstacles that keep me from offering that unconditional love every single moment. Pure Blood says, that's me. I always feel like an outcast, which is perfect. Because if you don't fit in, who was it that said, there's a couple quotes that I might bring up. Krishnamurti talked about that there's no value in belonging to a society that is inherently insane in its belief system. You are an outcast of this world because you belong to something greater. Gurka says, I don't want to say hi. It's too late. You already said hi. Jay says, very true. It's all about having those moments of revelation that provide clarity. And being willing to explore. Like Jace. Hey, Tandra. Jace, if you had those gleaming moments, those moments of revelation, those moments of clarity, but you pushed them aside and said, I'd rather fit in, you wouldn't be the Jace that we know and love. But for whatever reason, you had that intuitive quality that made you want to open up to him. And as you open up to him, you experience him more and more often. And it becomes your living reality. Because in truth, it is reality. Reality itself. Stuart says, pure blood, I am 100% with you. Tandra says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Tandra. Where are we today, watch hours? Did we hit 1,400 plus? Let me bring up Tandra's channel for the morning. Tandra's saying hi to everyone. Hey, pure blood, I'm sorry. You and I are the same age, my friend. At 59, I am so grateful I didn't fit in with anything to do with this world. But you know what? When I was 19, I didn't realize that. I wanted to fit in. When I was 29, even though I was already meditating, even though I was already uh, on what I can only call a spiritual path, I still didn't fit in. But when I was entering or I still thought I needed to fit in, but in entering my 30s, especially leaving alcohol behind me, um, I realized what you said, what a blessing it was. Hey, Pureblood, I just connected with you. I just subscribed. Jay says, Stu, I will call you after this. It's time. Ominous tones, ominous musical tones. Stuart says, okay, Jay's brother. Man, I'm so glad this watching Stuart step up. Get a thumbs up from Pure Blood. Guys, let me know how the workout goes today. Also, let me know with the ads. If it's too much, if it's okay. Let's see. Tanya says, Stuart, how's the exercise going? It's a great question. Pureblood says, okay, I've been subscribed to your channel for a while now. Excuse me, guys. It's been a while, though, since I've caught you live. Glad I found you this morning. I'm glad you did too, my friend. Jay says, Pureblood, I got you too, but can't comment on your short. Tanya says, he's laughing, Tandra. It's a start. Hey, Stuart, don't judge it. Don't think of anything other than doing it. You know? And know that every time you do it, you're building momentum. It's getting easier. It's getting better. You're putting in that foundation of fitness that you'll have for the rest of your life. Here's the thing with Jace. Not only are you going to get a workout, he's cultivating within you a sense of love for movement, that sense of love for motion. I know Jace doesn't prefer, he prefers the non-religious tones. So I hope this doesn't sound like it's a religious tone. What Jace is offering is a full body prayer. Motion is prayer. You were blessed with a body. You were blessed with a vehicle to express yourself physically. It's pure spirit, the Tao being expressed through motion. Jace is offering you the best of yoga, the best of the Tao, the best of unmanifest offered in manifest form. There's no difference between form and spirit. It's the same thing. Form is simply spirit given material form. So we should never waste it. You know? Hey, Tandra, when you get a chance, send me your watch hours where you are. Just curious. I'm gonna get ready to take a walk in just a minute. Always feel better. Get outside and get this cough out of my system after I walk for a little bit. Stuart says, Jason, got to add bulk to the call. John just says 1383 with 5 days held. So we are definitely over 1400. Easily by the end of the week. Easily by the end of the week, we're going to be over 15. That's awesome. And then let's do one big push to get you there. Hey, guys, if you get the opportunity, YouTube is slow in updating. Also, we never know, like, if we're losing hours at the same time we're gaining hours. So it might, it all depends in that framework what we did a year ago. Jay says, I lost my monetization. They sent me the organization link instead of the individual one. You have to wait 32 days to change it. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, after all that hard work, that's a shame. Hey, Signature. Signature says, greetings, my friend. Thumbs up. Thank you. I appreciate that, Signature. Signature saying hi to Jace. Jace says, it's not my fault either. And 8 hours trying to sort it out yesterday. Wow. Sorry, Jace. I'm glad you got it sorted out, though, and I'm sorry it's going to take 32 days. There's been some issues going around. Our friend Susan mentioned yesterday that she's unable to do live streams. Copyright strike. Seems like they should be working with people, not against. Pureblood said he needs to get out and walk. It's one of the very best things that you can do. As well, of course, we have what's going on with toy pups. What's going on with Optimob. Tanya says, Jace, so blimey. And I'm not faulting YouTube, but I think anytime any big organization and they lose track of the small channels, they lose track of the people who actually put in the bulk of the work on YouTube. It's not the 1 or 2 people that do really, really big things. It's the smaller channels that consistently show up day after day after day. They're the ones that count. Pureblood says, I live out in the woods, in the foothills. I don't have a gun right now. I hear all kinds of crazy stuff out in the woods. Like people crazy stuff or animal crazy stuff? Hey, Carl. Carl says, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, my friend. Merry Christmas, Carl. I know we're not there yet, but we're getting closer. Signature says, hi to Stuart the Fish Whisperer. Jay says, yeah, real bad timing. No way of fixing it myself, but it's a lesson to learn. It is. And I'm trying to learn some lessons early, before anything happens. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to be very careful preventing any copyright strike. I'm trying to be very careful with, every once in a while we get some references to some things that are better left unreferred to, as we had earlier in the conversation, as well as because I do those open panels, I got to be careful who comes on. Carl says, after my live stream tomorrow, I'm shutting my phone down. How long are you doing that, Carl? Pureblood says, more like animal crazy stuff, but stuff I've never heard out in the woods. That would be a different subject. Be interesting to talk about sometime. You're always welcome when I do the co-live streaming. Come on up and tell us some stories of the foothills in Virginia. Beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. Jay says, I'm looking forward to my workout with Leo later. He's worried, but I will be gentle with him this time. Yeah, it is the Christmas spirit. You don't want to break Leo before Christmas. What time are you guys going to work out? All right, guys, in just a minute, I'm going to head out and take my walk. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jason Leo. That's always going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to hearing how the workout goes with Stuart. Stuart says, Jason Leo wants core training. Carl says, I'm sending you rain. Balk, thank you so much, my friend. Balk says, thanks, Yogi. You make my day a lot better. Well, thank you so much, my friend. I truly, truly appreciate that gift. Jason sends love to Balk. Pure Blood says, yes, Merry Christmas to you all. Let's see. Pure Blood says, I've never been on live on YouTube. The chats can be brutal. They can be, but I think for the most part, they're pretty cool here. We try to protect each other as best that we can. Pure Blood says, when will we be live again? I'm live every morning, every single morning, 5 o'clock, and then 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then 5:20 in the evening. Sometimes there's a workout live stream too. So I'll be live again at 1 o'clock this afternoon. And that's when I generally do 1 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Not always both, but at least one of those will be a code live stream. Stuart says, Balk, you're amazing. Absolutely. Absolutely, Stuart. Stuart says he's on a call to Balk. Village Food says, busy with lunch. Village Food season. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated, my friend. All right, guys. I'm going to head out and take my walk. Balk, my friend, thank you so much. And guys, thank you for showing Balk so much love for that gift. Much appreciated. I hope to see everyone later this afternoon, as well as anything. Carl says, I want YouTube to shut down. Oh, I don't. I certainly don't. I'm enjoying my time on YouTube. Enjoying getting to share the things that I love to share. I love my channel. I love your guys' channel. All of you. Carl, I love your channel. Tanya says, bye. Have a nice day. You too. Hey, Jamie. Jay says, get ready. Still, yep. Put on the leotards. Pull up the leg warmers. You're ready to go. Pureblood says, okay, if I'm around, I will try to catch you. I definitely need some real friends. You got it, my friend. You got it. And you would definitely meet some truly good friends here. Jace, Tandra, Stuart, Carl, Jamie, Signature, all of these guys. So it says, Carl, that's how I make a living. That's how I make a living too. So I certainly don't want to lose that. Again, that's why I'm trying to be so extra careful. Jace says, Pure Blood, it's a family here, bro. It is. Jamie says, hi to Jace. Balk says, incredible people here. And Balk is a clear demonstration of how incredible the people are. Pure Blood says, that's great because I have no family. They're all gone. Well, welcome. Welcome to our family and our community. Stuart said, Yogi, he's trying to kill me. He's trying to extend your life. Pure Blood says, I hope I can catch you back at 1. I'm sure I'll catch you guys in a very near future. You guys have a blessed day. You too, my friend. Carl says, I'd get rid of co-stream. I enjoy it, though. Signature says I will be around. We'll be on the lookout for you, Signature. Jamie says, Jace, I was at my gym yesterday. Let's go out 50K for 20. 70K for 7. Let me translate that mathematically. Good reps, Jamie. Those are good reps. Okay, guys. Turn off my space heater. Embrace the cold. I will see everyone this afternoon. I'll be on the lookout for whatever you guys do. Carl, I hope you have a beautiful day today. Jamie says, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. If you guys need anything, send me an email. Reach out. If you need to talk, if you want to learn meditation, breath work, if you want to talk Course in Miracles, if you want to talk any of that weird stuff that I talk about, hit me up and we'll talk about it. Miss Flipper says, hello, goodbyes, have a nice walk. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Miss Flipper. I will see you guys later. Take care.